unlike other brands that change a few things when they give you a facelift, well, this is not the case for GWM. So basically, up here we have the GWM P300, and you might be wondering, well, it doesn't look like a P300. That's right, that's because GWM has changed quite a few things. So up front, gone is that large imposing grille. We do now have a rather nice plastic finished rather than a chrome grille up front, of which I really do like. The headlights somewhat still look the same, but the bumper design overall has changed a bit. But you know what, I feel like we can take our hats off to GWM for such minimal and yet impactful changes. Up front, we also do have, since this is the LT variant, we also do have a front-facing camera over there for that 360-degree surround view camera system. If the camera lady will just follow me a bit, coming along to the side, we also do have this lovely 18-inch tires over here, of which I really like the profiling and the alloy wheels. So that's something different that's quite with the GWM. Also do have this color-coded cladding over here with the vehicle, of which I do like it. Along down below, we also have side steps over here with a little P series logo over there, just to, you know what, tie it all up. And I really do like it. Also do have a 360 surround view camera system and keyless comfort access. Along the rear, we have some lovely bull bars over here with P300 embossed in it. But coming along to the rear, this is where most changes are. So we have this lovely tailgate over here with, of course, GWM embedded into it compared to its previous generation or the P-facelift. Tail lights are still the same. We also do have something that has changed with this facelift. It's a 2.4 turbo diesel, for that matter, right? Along the rear, we also do have the P300. And if I pop this open, some lovely gas struts and a wonderful step into the cabin. I mean, why not get a P300, guys? But into the interior. Alright, so inside the interior of the P300, and right from the get-go, this is quite a lovely place to be in. So up front, we have this lovely 10.25 inch screen over here, digital display cluster. But I do like it, but I also don't like it because it has this thick bezels. The actual screen is actually a bit smaller, so I doubt it's roughly 10 inches. But oh well, it's fine. Coming down to the steering wheel, on the other hand, the steering wheel I actually like it. It's very thin, but also very sporty. So I actually do like it. You find the steering wheels in the P300 and everything of that matter. Coming to the center, we do have this lovely responsive touch infotainment system over here that hosts your wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and everything else, right? Also do have some shortcut buttons over here for the air conditioning and everything. Also, this vehicle does come equipped with heated seats, which is a very lovely touch. Connectivity wise, we have Type-C, a normal USB Type-A port, and a wireless pad. Also, a lovely 12-volt socket over here. But if there's anything I have to say, I like the fact that GWM actually takes things from the tank. Has to be this lovely gear selector over here. And this whole center console looks like it's from a Tank 300. So we have an electronically operated handbrake with a swivel wheel for the drive mode selector over here. But another cool feature, since GWM actually listens to what customers in SA really want, we actually have slots over here that you can actually mount your aftermarket accessories. So if you want to have a light bar or whatever, you can actually connect it. It has a connection that you can actually connect it from here. So you do not have to do anything aftermarket or anything of that matter. So I really do like that. But if there's anything, this has to be the bakkie with the sunroof. I mean, where have you seen a bakkie with a sunroof? But materials in this vehicle feels absolutely lovely, especially this lovely design over here with a little neat feature of a bakkie over here that actually illuminates with ambient lighting over here during the night, which looks stunning. And I just feel like, you know what, this bakkie is actually amazing. Let's jump into the back seats. Let me take you guys through that. Back here, you'll be pleased to say that, you know what, your passengers back here will be very comfortable. So we do have some lovely legroom over here. Headroom is quite decent, and as well, I like the fact there's no transmission tunnel over here, so it's quite okay. Sitting 3 is okay, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a double cab, so space is a bit compromised back here. But connectivity wise, we have 2 USB ports over here, and we also have a lovely armrest. But unfortunately, we do not have cup holders. I would have loved some lovely cup holders, but in the door bins, we have some lovely cup holders over there. So big ups to GWM. But with that being said, let's jump into the driving impressions. Alright, so you guys join me inside the P300 for the driving impressions of the vehicle basically. And right from the get-go, how does this vehicle drive? How is it to own a P300, right? Or how is it to live with the P300? So one of the major changes that GWM has put into this car has to be this 2.4 turbo diesel engine that puts at around about 135 kilowatts and 480 newton meters of torque. So with those power numbers, that sets its power through a 9-speed gearbox. And you know what, I feel like GWM has gotten it so right. You know what, I feel like for this car, it's gonna give a whole lot of people a run for their money. Like competitors like your Mitsubishi, what do you call this, Triton and things of that matter, right? So you know what, I feel like the GWM is not necessarily trying to compete up. It's not necessarily trying to compete up there, but they're kind of like, you know what, aiming at the top 3, if I might say, right? But overall, the driving impression of this vehicle is quite nice. It's very punchy, especially low down. There's very minimal turbo lag, so I like the way GWM actually calibrated it out, because it used to be a problem in their petrol engines. But here, I don't necessarily experience turbo lag. So fuel consumption wise, GWM claims about 8.8, if not 8.2. Currently, I've been averaging around about 9.2 or so, and you can get it to the 8 that they claim. I have tried it and I have received it, but currently I'm averaging around about 9 or so, right? And it's a very, very refined and simplistic drive. I mean, cruising right now at around about 80 to 90 k's. The revs sit at around about 1000 RPM, so it's not your typical loud diesel rumbly engine. It's just fine, man. And I really appreciate that from GWM, right? This has to be one of those solid vehicles. Power is there, everything that you need is right there. Not to mention that this vehicle comes with blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and autonomous driving, which basically is just out of this world for 650,000 rand. It undercuts a whole lot of its competitors, even vehicles that compete above its class. You know what, I just feel like, you know what, yeah, this one is the one. I would definitely buy this with my own money. Also, we also do have some pedal shifters for some spirited driving, so I'll pop it into sport mode here, drop a gear, and yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily need pedal shifters, but you'll be delighted to know that, you know what, this diesel engine does move. But yeah, with that being said, that's CJ from 6 Gear Wheels, and I'll catch you guys